be comfortable saying, I don't know, more often. A lot of people are afraid or hesitant to use this phrase because they believe doing so will make others judge them as being dumb. And while that occasionally can happen, you should use this phrase regardless. Because one, you shouldn't care what other people think of you, otherwise you're going to be their prisoner, and life is way too short to change the way that you live and go through life just to please other people or to preserve your reputation in their eyes. But two, I'm going to share with you a few reasons why it's beneficial to use this phrase more often. And the first thing I have for you here is that it'll help you avoid giving bad advice. Because sometimes we can run into a situation where somebody asks us for help and we may not exactly know the best route for them to take. But since we want to help them so much, or we want to be perceived as being intelligent and like we have our shaisa together, we'll try to give them some little pieces of advice. But if you give someone advice just to be perceived as intelligent, or just to do your best to help them, but you actually don't know what the right thing for them to do would be, you could easily give them bad advice. Advice that could lead to them making mistakes, or just advice that is going to waste them some time. So it's helpful in those moments to just be honest, be authentic, be real, and say, I don't know. I would love to help you, but I honestly don't know what the best thing for you to do would be. And for those of you who participated in my Instagram live sessions, you probably noticed that I will say this phrase if I actually don't know what someone should do, because I don't want to give anyone bad advice. If I don't know how they could work through a situation because I've never experienced it or I haven't heard of other people going through that same situation, then I'll tell them I don't know, because I don't. And I don't want to steer them in a bad direction or waste their time. So it's helpful for that reason. But also, you want to be as honest and truthful as possible when you go through life. Because when you lie, you can easily be found out, and that will hurt your reputation far more than just saying, I don't know, and taking whatever hit to your reputation you believe that could lead to. Because the worst that can happen is somebody just thinks that you have no knowledge about a subject. That doesn't even mean you're dumb, it just means you don't know anything about a specific subject. Well, you don't go around calling everyone idiots if they don't understand rocket science, right? So there you go. You aren't dumb if you don't understand a specific thing in life, a specific subject. So don't get caught up in trying to act like you know a bunch of things that you don't. It's okay to say, I don't know. If somebody asks you about something that you have no knowledge of, just say that. Just say, I don't know. If you lie and try to act like you know what you're talking about, you could easily be found out. If they happen to know more about the subject, they could ask questions about it or lead it in a certain way, and then suddenly you'll be found out and they'll realize you were lying through your teeth, and now that's going to hurt your reputation far, far more than if you had just been honest and said, I don't know. And that leads me to another point here. When you use the phrase, I don't know, it shows that you're humble. And with that humility, people will respect you more. Because think about this. Think about all the people you know in your life who are humble. You probably respect them more than people who are arrogant or people who pretend to have all this knowledge that they actually don't have, right? So knowing that, why not emulate or follow their example? If you don't know something, just say that. Be humble. Don't try to act like you know more than you do. I mean, one, it's bad to be perceived as a know-it-all, but two, if you try to be perceived as a know-it-all and you actually don't have that knowledge, that's even worse, because now you're a know-it-all and a liar. It's not a good place to be in. So, as much as possible, just be honest, be authentic, and don't be afraid to use the phrase, I don't know, more often. It'll help you tremendously in life because, like I said earlier, you're not going to get caught in a lie. It will lead to you not giving people bad advice, and it just shows that you're humble, that you don't care all that much about how other people perceive you, which is huge in life. That's the easiest way to earn respect from people. If you just show that you don't care what others think of you, but you're still kind to them, you still treat them well, people will respect you so much. They only won't respect people who don't care what anyone thinks of them and treats everyone like crap. But if you treat everyone well and you just don't care what others think of you and you have integrity and you're humble, people will love you and they will respect you. So that's just a good way of going through life. So my whole point with this video, be more honest, be more authentic, be more real, and don't be afraid to say I don't know when that is actually the case. Anyway, I truly hope you enjoyed this video, and if so, the easiest way you can support me is just to like, comment, and share, and I will see you guys in the next one. Arrivederci!